Welcome to this review of UFC Fight Night Paris, Saint Denis versus Moicano. Obviously getting straight into the first fight of the main card. Matt Frivola versus ZM. Obviously a good fight. ZM, to be honest, winning the first round, it was sort of close. Frivola was doing well. And really winning the second as well. To be honest, I got ZM winning the second as well. Using that range well, inside doing well as well, and then gets the third round KO. If you haven't seen it, watch it. He does some great work in the clinch throughout the fight, but this one is quite improved. He sort of uses his hands to just push the head onto the knee that he's going to throw up, and it's just straight KO. The sound is incredible. And a great win, really gets it done. Sort of thing that you want to see from a fighter, to be honest, that is longer, that they can use the clinch game, because that's where people want to go with him. So, yeah, a great win for him, to be honest. I think he'll do quite well. I think he'll carry on going up. He's long. The range will always help him, and being that good in the clinch is very good for a very tall fighter like himself for the division. Getting on to the next fight, Charrier versus Miranda. Obviously, Charrier doing well. Miranda pulling guard, which is a very odd thing to do, especially in the UFC when you're just going to get punched on the floor. Very difficult for you to pull guard without taking some shots to the face as you pull guard. Charrier has to be careful on the ground and that was sort of the style of the fight. He had to be careful on the ground. He was careful on the ground. He kept it safe. And Charrier made a mistake and he made him pay on the feet. And that left hook, it's a really poor decision actually from Miranda there, that he tried to do something weird spinning. And it wasn't even to the head. It was sort of to the legs or the body or something weird. And he comes off it with his chin up in the air, spun round, as Charrier's there ready to just give him a left hook. And to be honest, it's just a silly idea to have such a... I think it was to the leg, I could be wrong, but to have a spinning attack against the leg, and it's not going to be that damaging where he's not just going to push forward a step. A silly move in this range. You're in the UFC, it's not going to work. And you're going to get KO'd, especially when if you've used it in training and your coaches see you come off like that, with your chin in the air, spun round with your hands down. I hope they tell you to not use that in the fight, but just a mistake terrible mistake that just cost you the fight. Charrier does well over the fight, but yeah, a great win, gets the KO. Very, very well done to him. On to the next fight on the card, Giuseppe versus Battle, obviously. So Giuseppe, I think he won the first round. I think he's got it there. Battle trying to get it to the ground early. Battle keeping it against the fence. Clinch keeps justly against the fence there for a good long time. Needs to be careful. Got good success from a few combos on the feet, and I give him that just because the ground game didn't really provide any damage, and I would say I score at least damage the most out of anything. Round two, both having good success on the feet. Just say against the fence in the clinch. Battle now with just giving shots to just say really. Battle doing well on his feet. The volume overwhelmed in there, so really Battle was really not putting all the sting in his shots, to be honest with you, but they were just coming at such volume and just connecting every time. It just started shaking Jose's head enough where he started backing off, and as soon as you get against the fence with that type of volume, the referee, and you're not moving enough, you're just basically moving right, catching a right hook, moving left, catching a left hook, and your hands are just not really protecting you at all anymore. It becomes a referee's going to stop it. They started to get harder shots. I don't think he was getting out there, so I think it was a fine stoppage. Battle obviously got a bit of a problem in the post-fight press conference. That's probably when he was trying to get out the arena as well, where he was sort of attacking the French crowd in there that were obviously booing him after their guy lost. So yeah, okay, fine. He gets a name. It gets his name out there as well for that little bit of aggression on the mic, as you would say, against the crowd, and gets his name out there, and sort of he may hopefully get a few highlights from that on a video of the ending of it, and hopefully it gets him some better fights, better names in the future. That's all you can do. You've got to use that to propel your name forward in this game. Next fight, Gomes versus Brito. Gomes early gets into the clinch. He wants to keep it range. Gomes had to keep it range in this fight. Brito gets the takedown. Gomes gets back on top. Brito doing well against the cage, close in. Don't know why Gomes isn't going to distance. So this was a bit of a problem round one, where Gomes wasn't really trying to use his length and use the things that really got him to the dance. And yeah, kept in clinches for way too long. Round one I give to Brito just for the stuff he did in the clinch and on the ground. Round two, both going for it early. Brito gets it to the ground. Brito going forward. Brito back, staying at range. Brito 10-9 on round two as well. I think I give Gomes round three because he then started using his game plan, staying at range and connecting and doing better volume on the feet and staying at range in that third round, and Gomes wins it, and I don't understand how that happens, to be honest. I don't see where he won round one or two. He definitely won round three, but the other two rounds he definitely didn't, I don't think. So yeah, a bit of a weird one there. Brito should feel a bit hard done by there, but third round really showed Gomes should have done the same throughout the fight and could have won it, no questions asked, to be honest with you, or try to do something where he sort of allowed himself to lose 2 rounds on my cards and make it difficult for himself and get a lucky win. So yeah, next fight, co-main, Allen versus Imavov. Allen straight to the ground, straight early. That was a bad point for Imavov. 10-9 Allen first round, just got on top of him, started doing work with not really much damage. Allen goes for the takedown again, but this was straight away round two, and Imavov really just got them takedown defences in there, getting a good amount of punches off, and he actually countered the takedowns and got on top of himself and just started raining down a few shots off, and then Allen gets back to his feet, but good shots on the feet again. Imavov, great damage, has the back, and that's how it ended round two, 10-9 Imavov. So really showed that he's good on the ground as well. Round three, Allen goes for the takedown, good defense again. Imavov did well on top, gets good damage done. Imavov, which is it's just this countering, getting on top after someone goes for a takedown. Allen doing better standing up currently, and probably should have been from the start. I mean, he had pretty much better success on the stand-up than he did on the ground. And Imavov wins it 29-28. I have it there. And I think that's what the scorecard showed as well. Pretty easy decision. On to the main event. A great main event. St. Denis Moicano. Moicano gets St. Denis down early. Very well done. Moicano looks sharp early. Trying to get up, but keep giving up the back. So St. Denis kept giving up the back, and Moicano was just switching straight onto that back, which is a very good trait for Moicano. Very good, very fast as well, stopping them fighters from getting out of it. And then he kept after the back, he would have to move back into top mount and just getting landed on. And this first round really ended the fight straight off the bat. His eyes were so cut up, and actually, to be honest, from the watching it, you actually didn't see how badly they were cut. You saw the blood, but you didn't see how badly cut up one of his eyes was until near the end, when the doctor was actually looking at it, when they cleaned it away properly. There was a massive cut just above his eye in sort of the between that circle around where your eye is, between your nose, your cheek, and if you do a circle motion around there, and just where your eyebrow is, there's a massive cut just below the eyebrow, and there's a massive cut, not a smaller cut, but probably worse, literally on the eyelid or just above. And then the other eye was nearly completely shut. It was bruised badly, and that was just from the work he did on top, which is incredible work Moicano did, and basically made him a one-eye fighter. Many, very close to, the first round in, if not, halfway through the first round. So amazing work there for that. Round 2, Denis stops the takedown, has a bit of surprise. He's still in there after the last round's damage. I really think Moicano would have gotten out there early. Moicano played very well though, took his time, didn't get rushed in. Saint Denis is always dangerous, and he's getting firing shots off. Moicano was like, okay, let's just stay at range, let's keep the distance, let's let him miss. We don't need to rush in. We've got that first round of the bank was definitely a 10-8 for me. If Bisping was saying on the mic could have been 10-7, but let's be honest, 10-8 is probably what they would have given it and what I would have given it. But I understand total damage, massive damage, but because it's on the ground, it wasn't exactly like 5 knockdowns. It's probably not going to be given, but massive damage really changed the fight. Moicano taking his time. Saint Denis seemed to catch Moicano a little bit with a few little things, got good takedown defense, getting on very well. Saint Denis definitely won the second round 10-9. And then looking at in the corner, these cuts were not getting better. Obviously, he got a few touch-ups in that last round. They weren't getting better. Doctor comes in, looks at it, and he can't see. The cuts look awful, and where they are, scary for it to go, another 3 rounds. And I totally understand the doctor stoppage. I do think Moicano wins it. I don't see how you have that much damage. One eye's like swollen massively. The other eye has a massive cut and then a small cut literally on the eyelid. And how are you going to get through that? It's going to be very tough. And Moicano gets you down one more time, and that's going to happen again. I mean, that's very, very strong damage to the point where you're going to be out for a good long time. So, fair enough, Dr. Stoppage. I think Moicano, big performance there and needs a big name now. He's an incredible fighter. Did that in 1 round against Saint Denis, who was facing Poirier last fight. So, needs a big name in that division, a Poirier, a Gaethje, something like that, because he is really the next guy to go up now. He's that guy to challenge the established top of that division, and I think he will do well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.